I've been playing tennis over 30 years, and in that time I've used lots of different racket bags, but by far, this is my favorite one. After 7 months of using it through a league season and traveling through lots of different states and flying with it multiple times, it's by far the most functional, easiest to use bag that I've ever used for my tennis game. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why that is. I'm going to also share with you why traditional bags kind of fall short a little bit and kind of the problem that this Axiom bag solves. And I'm also going to tell you where I think it's fallen short a little bit, and some recommendations that I have to maybe make it a little bit better in the future. All right, so let's talk about normal racket bags, which anybody who's a serious tennis player has had one of these style of bag at some point, and they're great. They get the job done. They've got like the backpack, straps, which is great. And I think the biggest pro of this type of bag is there's just lots of open space, which is fantastic. Like, it's super roomy, but the way that you put stuff in it is in this alignment. You put in your water bottle, your shoes, your grips, your rackets, your like band-aids and tape and stuff like that. And then you close it up and then you carry it like this. And when you walk around and you walk like from your car to the court and you've got it on like a backpack, all of your crap just kind of like settles together and it all gets mixed up. Now, maybe that's not a huge deal and you just don't even care, and that's okay. But the Axiom bag, because it's designed to stand up, makes it way more easy to just kind of load in the first place, and it's super easy to customize. I'll show you that in just a second. So this bag has just as much space and room as like the normal like kind of racket bag with the shoulder straps. What makes this different is it's designed to stand up, and then on the inside you've got customizable Velcro shelves basically that essentially turn this into like a locker where you can put your different layers of like whatever you want. So the way I normally have stuff set up here is a big water bottle on the top. I've got grips and scissors on the middle shelf. And on the bottom, when I'm playing league matches, usually I've got like a camera set up, a GoPro, and like a fence mount and stuff like that. I've got my electrolyte water bottle and stuff like bands and tennis balls, and you can organize it and you can customize it however you want, which is really nice. And then Axiom bag has your other compartments kind of for other specific stuff as well, like shoes up on the top, rackets on either side. I like to keep my spare rackets on one side and then whichever frame that I'm actually actively playing with on the other side, so I can keep it separated really easily. And then there's also great compartments for stuff like wallets and keys. And I've got like my electrolyte tablets in there and my inhaler and a granola bar. And so it's just easy to kind of separate out little things from big things. Everything has its place. So when you're in the middle of a match and you're on a changeover and you're like, crap, I need like some tape, or I need to replenish my electrolyte like water bottle, you know exactly where everything is. And it's not just all like globbed together in one gigantic like compartment in the center of like a gigantic bag. So for me, it's by far the most useful like part of the bag, and it's made it really fun and enjoyable to use, and makes it a little bit easier to be a competitive player and have lots of different things easily accessible at any time. That being said, there has been a couple drawbacks for me. One of them is the biggest question, the most common question I get about this bag is, can I fly with it? I packed it for like a 3-day trip, and this was the only bag that I took. I knew I was going to be playing tennis and doing a little bit of teaching, so I packed it with my clothes, with my rackets, my shoes, with my toiletries and stuff like that, and it was pretty much completely full, and it barely fit in the overhead compartment. 2 out of 3 times I've flown with it, they let me get through with it. It's technically bigger than like the allowable size of a carry-on bag, so it kind of just depends on the security person that you happen to be walking past that day, if they're going to say yes or if they make you check it. Bag check! There was one time that they made me check it. 2 other times that I flew with it, they allowed me to fly with it, and it was fantastic. But keep in mind that if you're like the last person on the plane and there's just a little bit of overhead bin space, it's probably not going to fit.
I'm sorry, sir. You're going to have to check that.
I got it.
No, I'm sorry. That bag won't fit.
No, I'm not. Hey, I'm not checking my bag, okay?
Okay, there's no need to raise your voice.
Chris at Geau Sport has been kind enough to give an Axiom 2 bag to give away one of the viewers of this video is going to get a free Axiom 2 bag. All you have to do is like this video, leave a comment down below, and a week after the video's posting, we'll pick a random comment and send you a free Axiom bag. So click like, leave a comment down below. So Geau Sport has been a supporter of the channel for a little while, but they're not paying me to make this video. So I'm going to give you 3 different ways that I feel like they could improve on the design of the bag. Number one, the one time that I was forced to check the bag at the airport, when I got it back, one of the zippers was broken, which sucks, you know, obviously. Luckily, it was the one on the inside. I probably could fix it. Like, I could probably get a zipper on Amazon and use the pliers and fix this. I don't know that these zippers are necessarily up to like travel standards. Like, if you're gonna check it a lot, then the zippers might be a problem. I've just checked it that one time and maybe it was just bad luck, but I broke a zipper. So that makes me a little bit uncomfortable about necessarily treating it like a piece of luggage, you know, necessarily. Number 2, on the inside of one of the Racket compartments, the fabric on the inside, one of the seams broke. Again, maybe just bad luck. I had my daughter, thank you, Lucy. My daughter stitched a little bit here and it started to fray a little bit more. So not a huge deal, but it is an expensive bag, but it's also super high quality. There are a couple of things that have like popped up here and there, but overall it feels like a customizable piece of travel, you know, gear, like kind of luggage. Third thing I feel like could be improved on a little bit is over time these shoulder straps have kind of broken in, but when I first got the bag, they felt pretty stiff to me and wasn't super comfortable to use as a backpack, which is obviously what it's made for. As I've used it for 7 months now on a regular basis, they've broken in. But if you're gonna mostly use it like a backpack, I feel like there could be maybe a little bit more cushioning, a little bit softer at first. Honestly, I don't even really think about it anymore, but the first couple months that I put it on, I felt like it was kind of digging into my shoulders a little bit. So there's a couple, you know, little things here and there. That's how I would, you know, recommend maybe beefing up the zippers a little bit, the seaming, the shoulder straps a little bit softer. But in terms of the utility of the bag and the usefulness of the bag, I can't recommend it more highly. I'm going to continue using it. When you look at the footage of me actually playing matches, I mean, Diadem sent me this one. It's a great bag. It matches my rackets, but I just enjoy using this one much more, and it feels much more useful and utilitarian to me. It helps me organize my stuff more neatly and cleanly, and so I'm going to keep using this one. So if you'd like to check out the Axiom bag or any of the other fantastic bags that Geau Sport makes, go to GeauSport.com and you can use code REALTENNIS to get 10% off your order of an Axiom racket bag or any of their other bags. They've been really kind in supporting the channel, so I wanted to do a video and give you my honest thoughts on the bag. Those are them. I'm going to keep using it as my personal bag. I hope you grab one too. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below.